Hi there. Welcome and thank you so much for being here. We're going to do a timeless and collective reading. Whenever this reading finds you, it's the right time. Keep in mind it's a general reading and see which signs, symbols, messages resonate for you in your particular situation and hopefully bring clarity. Remember that divine inner guidance is in you, and try to make balanced decisions between logic and intuition so that your decisions are sound, based in love, and for the highest, greatest good of everyone, so we're all uplifted in love. Let's begin. We're going to start with what's the news. Let's see what God, Source, Holy Spirit, Christ Consciousness, our higher selves, angels, and energies of love have for the highest, greatest good of all. Clarity for the collective. What is the opening message? Please and thank you. Today, hey, something cool is going to happen today. Look at this person. He's in the lawn chair underneath the pool. So maybe it's diving into emotions. This is all over good vibrations, like the Beach Boys. Hey, I am getting that somebody has really cool style. A kind of could care less, just puts on all of their favorite things, and that's what they're going with today. Present, and it's in the moment. This is feeling like you're in the now, feeling like the now is exactly where you want to be. So maybe it's about scheduling something amazing to do today. Today, don't even wait. If you get the urge to go do something, go do something. Even if today is scheduling something in for tomorrow or next week, today is the day to get started. I feel like you are following your joy. So what is something you've always wanted to do? A class you've always wanted to take? Who have you been thinking about that you always have a great time with? And maybe you could schedule in, I just see like pizza, or, go out for coffee. Invite somebody over to your house. Even if your house is messy, I feel like this is a person that doesn't care, but maybe it's hanging out on your porch. I don't know why I see a messy house. Maybe some of you are going to get a surprise visitor today, and it's a good time right now to start cleaning, doing some dishes, just in case. But maybe that's someone else's energy. I feel like if you're going over someone's house and there's laundry there, like, you don't care. This is really a positive card. So let's see what this is all about. I do feel like we should, I don't know why I want to grab this one. Let's do this. This is the place. I feel like that one was pulling me. So let's see what our place of prominence is. I hear potential. What is a place of potential for the collective right now? Please and thank you. The train. Maybe some of you meet somebody on a train, or you have to take a train to go see a person. They're getting on a train to come see you, but I also see the train as something getting back on track. Something feeling like it's going in the right direction. It could be a subway, a railway. I see somebody missing their train, but having some kind of connection that happens on the next train that comes because they missed the train. So if you miss your train, if you miss your bus, I do feel like that might be a fated encounter awaiting you. So let's just continue, and we're going to bounce around today. So let's do a money moves. Maybe some of you, I don't know. I mean, that's a very specific job, but I do see somebody driving a train. But maybe it's not even a train. Maybe some of you connect to someone, or that's you. I see somebody now flying a plane, a pilot. I actually see somebody on a big John Deere tractor, or maybe like a really big truck. I'm getting like big, like big modes of transportation. So maybe somebody drives a bus, drives a truck, drives a tractor. I see equipment, like big equipment. So hopefully that's helpful for some of you. I feel like some of you might have someone, if that's not you, studying to get a different kind of license, like a specialty license, but I don't even think that necessarily has to do with transportation. I feel like some of you are getting a very specific license for something where you had to train to get it. So that could be in your career. It makes me think of a welder or an electrician, or I don't know, I see somebody like doing facts and figures and numbers, like testing something. So, and then I just thought of somebody who does real estate, but maybe it's real estate, but maybe it's like a specialty thing. I do see a home inspector. Wow, I got a lot off of that training. So hopefully that was helpful for some of you, or made a personal connection. What did I grab? Oh yeah, the Money Moves Oracle deck. Let's get one Money Moves. Oh wow. Yeah, somebody's mind is like really fired up. Somebody's using all of their brain. They're thinking different. They're thinking clearly. Maybe this is answers. This is telling you today, even though it is important to tap into your intuition, today your brain is on fire. Like your brain is really sharp, put together. Maybe it's having an open mind to come up with a solution, a resolution. I'm also getting that you and somebody are like going back and forth in your brain files, like bouncing ideas back and forth. And I feel like it's like I'm getting like firing up or revving up your engine somehow to get excited to try something, to do something, to talk more about something, to get more knowledge or do more research on a certain subject. It's telling you that to use your intelligence. I did see somebody with a bunch of numbers, right? Or like looking at statistics, something like that. It says analyze data, logic, and think rationally. So do, use logic here. It's about seeing the reality in a situation, but I feel like it's very factual. Like there's something that you can look at all the facts and figures with and figure something out. Lead with your mind. It's funny because I always say lead with your heart and your brain will catch up and figure it out. But here, I already feel like you are following that heart space because I'm getting excited. It makes me feel energetically antsy in the right way, like excited to go in a certain direction. So maybe this is an epiphany kind of energy. It could be you and someone else putting your brains together, having even bigger ideas when I just see you going back and forth with someone else. I'm also getting a little bit of telepathy energy with that card. So there might be somebody in your life you're kind of in tune with telepathically. Really in tune with. Like you just thought of that person and there is their text. Back and forth. So if that's anyone in your life, maybe that's the person that you are going to be connecting to today. Or if this is a new person that you meet along this track, that you're going to kind of see that your minds just groove together. I'm also getting a lot of humor with that. I feel like it's really cool. Like somebody kind of just gets you, but I'm not just like the regular part of you, someone gets like the deeper part of you. So maybe even some of you have some conversations where you express, I don't know, maybe stories or ideas or dreams or even like past situations you've gone through, and this is somebody you open up to about things you normally don't open up with or about. All right, let's bounce around again. Let's do a spirit animal. What is one spirit animal to help the collective right now? And today is gonna be the day that I'm gonna, what did I just do Oasis? I think I did. So I will put that in. There's another song today. It might be Smashing Pumpkins, but I'm not quite sure. But I will find it and I will put it below. And then there's that band Train. So I'll find something by them. I hope you guys enjoy the playlists. I always find that there are extra messages in there, or just enjoy the music because music is amazeballs. What is one spirit animal to help the collective? Please and thank you. Play! Yeah, you're gonna play today. I'm so excited. I feel like today is really special, and I don't feel like it ends today. I feel like today leads to tomorrow. Today is where you end up figuring something out, where you make more plans for more awesome todays to come. I love the energy of the dolphin. I do feel like with the dolphin, and this is just my energetic impression on a dolphin, besides how they sound like they're laughing. There is that energy of play, but I always picture how a dolphin's brain works, and they have that, okay, I'm gonna get really dorky on you, but they do that sound, that like, whatever they do, and they make that sound. And I feel like that noise, those little sound waves kind of go out there in the water and bounce around objects and bring them back a three-dimensional impression on what the landscape under the water is like. So maybe some of you do connect to someone, maybe not just via brain power, mind power, but maybe also energetically and emotionally. So even if it's not necessarily spoken, or, you know, you had a conversation about, you definitely get the energetic imprint of truth. So do trust that imprint. But I also see with that, like three-dimensional, like imprint, I'm thinking blueprint. So maybe some of you do something with architecture, or you design homes, or you're designing a new home, or even I'm even getting like interior design, or maybe you even design clothing or something like that. I feel like if you design clothing, your clothing is very special, kind of playful. I feel like there's something special about the colors, or like really unique about the style that is like an extension of you, like your unique way of expressing yourself. But maybe some of you also, I'm getting a lot of cool messages today. I feel like some of you might do something with, now I see like a 3D model. So maybe even a 3D model, but it's on the computer for something. And I'm getting a little bit of like the printing, the 3D printing. Swim in the happy joy of, I gotta get my glasses, hold on. The happy joy of living. Good vibes, present, in the moment. Follow the joy. Follow that joy today. You know, don't get lost in your mind here, even though you're using your mind. Don't get overwhelmed in your thoughts or overanalyze something too much. Still be in that now. Dive into your wisdom. You do have this. And go with the flow. Just go with the flow. I feel like before, when I saw somebody missing their train, maybe somebody's even late because of traffic, or something like that, or had to do a rain date, a rain check. I feel like even if you go somewhere and maybe the plans don't go according to plan, allow yourself to go off the map, get off the itinerary, because I feel like even something you didn't expect to do is going to be a really good time. Just go with the flow, you know? I'm even seeing if some of you do something and it rains today or whenever this is, and you have to sort of do something different, still schedule something kind of cool and fun anyway. Still make it amazing, even if you have to go back to do that initial thing later. I feel like it's going to be whatever you don't expect that's going to be more fun than what you expect. So maybe don't expect anything and just let the fun come on in. This is a really nice reading today. I hope this resonates. I kind of feel excited for you. I feel happy for you today. So let's do one. Let's do a love card. This is the Sweet Love Tea. Let's get one Sweet Love Tea message. Clarity for the collective, please and thank you. There's one message that has to do with love, relationships. Oh, I think we have 1, 2. We have 2. Love blooms and plan ahead. Beautiful. I feel like they coexist with the rest of this energy so beautifully. So something is blooming. I do feel like if you are connecting with anybody now or coming in, you have this beautiful like maturity in your conversation, and also I'm getting somebody with kind of like a little bit of a dirty sense of humor. I still feel like you feel young, energized around a certain person. This is where there is a romance that is or is going to be a bloomin'. Something's blossoming, and somebody is really not just in their head here. They are in full blown, full blooming feelings. Falling in love. This is something that is unfolding. Maybe finally getting off the ground, but getting deeper. I see like a little, almost like a cartoon. So maybe somebody's head over heels. Like I feel like someone's going like this and their feet are kind of just lifting off the ground. So maybe you make somebody feel light, like they can really fly. This is where there's inner beauty. I do see that somebody really loves your mind. So maybe it's even some sensual mental stimulation going on between you and somebody else. Maybe it starts with like the fantasies you talk about and then you get to play it out later. Oh, you guys. So it's a romance that's blooming into full-blown feelings. And it looks like maybe because of this, maybe just in your life or coming in, you or someone else is planning ahead, seeing into the future, trying to not just look at the broader picture, but actually have a focus on something in particular. So maybe a specific goal, maybe it's about that first milestone, not getting too far ahead of yourself. Didn't I say something before about if it's a rainy day, just go with the flow? I love when the messages come and they just match. So it says to plan for a rainy day and stay flexible. Stay flexible. I mean, maybe you have to put a pocket, away a little bit at a time, just in case you have a little extra on something that comes in and you have to spend more money than you would like to. But I feel like for a lot of you, this rainy day is taking you somewhere good. So, I mean, this is being prepared. Maybe it's actually just bringing a raincoat. I do see somebody having layers, and I want to say if some of you are doing anything, that involves travel, I see layers. And maybe it's also having, I don't know, now I see somebody kind of sitting in traffic and feeling very good that they prepared some extra sandwiches in the cooler. Like, some snacks just in case. So maybe it's about having just in case snacks. Maybe you're around someone who's grumpy if they don't eat. But I feel like this is giving you, either way, it's like having the right nourishment or something that you need, that you don't need all the time, that will help you just in the neck of time, like in the neck of time, just when you need it. I'm also getting that some of you are very well prepared. I'm not getting like super prepper kind of preparation, but kind of along that lines, and you have something that somebody else never even thought about having around, having on hand, and you are going to be able to help somebody else. This is where you adapt. You know, if you have to be flexible, you have to change your mind, you have to change the rules, you got to go a different direction, you're going to figure it out. Look at how sharp your mind is here. So it's also having the foresight that some of you might have an inner knowing. You just know something's a brewing. You can feel there might be a little bit of a storm. But I'm getting, I don't know, I see somebody like, just running in the rain. It was interesting to see. Maybe you really like the rain. All right, let's go to the tarot. Let's see. Which tarot should we use? Let's do, I have the Modern Love. So let's do a Modern Love. All right. This could be a whole different situation. This could bring clarity, but let's look at the foundation. What is the foundational energy to know about, to be helpful? The grounding energy. I just heard the greatness. I don't know why. One foundational energy message from the tarot to help the collective on planning ahead. Love is blooming, playing today, mind power, and the train. The Page of Swords. It looks like I said something before about feeling light. So maybe this is even about, I mean, it does look like this kid is playing. The Page of Swords is also someone very intelligent in their mind. So this could be a very direct invitation or text that you get. It could be somebody, I always see the Page of Swords as somebody who asks questions because they want to know more. This could be somebody who is maybe observing you, or you are just kind of standing back watching a situation from afar. You know, it's sort of like the wallflower situation. Sometimes this is somebody very nosy, but it could also be somebody just really, really curious. You know, they're not quite sure when to make the move, how to open up that conversation. It could be a younger energy. This could be somebody younger around you who's very curious. But I feel like this is somebody that wants to play with you. I see like this energy and you, or two people playing a very, I don't want to say like a board game. Like I see, I don't know, I see like a crossword puzzle. Maybe like, what is that, like Scrabble or something like that. I see a lot of letters. So if this is anybody sitting back right now because they are observing you or a situation, it's because they really want to know more about something or someone. But this person has to learn, because if they're upside down, they can be closed-minded. They can also be a know-it-all, like a know-it-all. They know everything because they read the Cliff Notes, and they don't really know much of anything unless they really put that knowledge to use and get into the book, you know, turn past the intro. So this could be somebody who like has little tidbits of knowledge, but not the whole picture. So just be aware of that. But usually this is a message coming through in a general reading to say it's okay to be new. If you are getting that idea to start a class, to paint, to play guitar, to, what did I see before, like electrician, or maybe driving a big truck. In the beginning, you might have to go back to square one and feel like the newbie, even if you've been driving for 40 years. So it's allowing yourself to learn. You don't know what you don't know, but you're gonna get better, because this person has great potential. It's usually Gemini, Aquarius, or Libra. Doesn't have to be. Sometimes when a page comes through, it's simply a message. And I see the Page of Swords as a very direct text. So I kind of feel like this is a beautifully, not like a pushy energy that feels annoying, but almost like somebody in your life that's like, I'm going to be there in 5 minutes. You know, you don't even have to put on your bathing suit, but you might get wet where we're going, and I'm picking you up. Not saying you can't, no is not an option. Like kind of like that, like somebody kind of blunt. You're like, what? They're like, no. You're gonna call in from, sick from work today. Got some plans. We're gonna make today amazing. I'm even getting somebody maybe playing hooky or taking off of work, for something fun. So that's kind of what I'm getting with that energy. Let's get a little clarity on the Page of Swords. What else would be helpful? Please and thank you. What is this? The moon. Maybe, here you have all these emotions. And you have where is it? You have this dolphin. So if the moon is coming through, it could be that somebody is maybe opening up, telling you a secret. But this, I feel, is the balance of this. And you have so many emotions with that love blooming. I am feeling like somebody has been maybe, where's that page? Holding off, standing a little bit, back on expressing how they feel about you, or that's you. Waiting to see when the time was right, how you really feel. If this is the moon, that means there are deep emotions here. Look how beautiful this card is. You're just in this energy of allowance, feeling the breeze on your face, looking at how that beautiful moon is reflective in the water. Maybe listening to that coyote howl up there. I feel like you would howl back, like you're part of the pack. Maybe it's about finding your pack, finding your person. If this is a person in your life, this is someone you feel comfortable opening up to. Diving deep with, breaching the surface. So I do feel like there's some kind of emotions that are coming to the surface, but this is going with the ebb and the flow, being flexible. Because the moon is all about cycles. It's knowing when to release, when to begin, when to dive in, when to stay dry. It's using your instinct. But it's also usually there's a dog in it. So it's that energy of, there's two here. It's the energy of loyalty too. Who you're loyal to. Who's loyal to you. Maybe it's about not being the lone wolf. I feel like there's somebody singing with you. But this woman is like touching her heart. So I feel like somebody is finally tuning in to how deep they are feeling and really wanting to let it out if they've been holding that in for a long time. I feel like it's going to be so much easier than maybe somebody made it out to be when they got stuck in their mind. Clarity on the moon, that's Major Arcana, number 18. It could also be something that happens around the 18th. What is this moon energy about, please, and thank you. Oh, it's that something is coming back into balance. Somebody is making a very big decision, maybe about their emotions, how they really feel, maybe finally expressing their truth on something. Because this is where justice is, where sometimes there is somebody from an outside perspective, or somebody is both in it and able to have the higher outside perspective to see the entire situation, the whole scenario. Because when like it leads up to justice, it usually means there's something like this, and it's going back and forth, and somebody doesn't really know how to make a move or what to do, you know, which track to get on, because they don't have all the information, or they're just not making a really big decision, or there's a reasoning outside, like an outside influence as to why that decision hasn't been made yet. Sometimes it is the justice system. I feel like if this is a decision for some of you that involves any kind of court case or maybe property, I'm even seeing, you know, you have kids here, maybe even custody. I feel like something will come through and it feels like harmony is restored. There's a win-win. I mean, this child has a happy face. I feel like, I don't know, maybe before this decision, it didn't feel like such a blessing. It could have even been an emotional roller coaster ride, but this brings everything back on track. I just see that train track going like steady and straight and good and forward. I just heard all aboard. So it could be that there is a wise person here helping each of these people see the other's perspective, or see a totally different perspective that neither of these people saw before. You know, it's possible someone was too wrapped up in their emotions or too wrapped up in their mind, and it just takes an outside perspective or a final decision to gain that balance between the heart and the head. I feel like that's what's coming in. It's also 11, which I feel like is a powerful number. I just heard the wait is over, but I feel like this is something that you or someone else has been waiting for a long time, and I'm getting that it feels a lot better after this, like, justice energy brings something back into balance. Clarity on justice, please and thank you. Yeah, it does, and it's going to happen really fast. This is the 8 of Wands. So once this decision comes in, everything starts to move in. I feel like there was a pause, or like there was a long waiting period, or a lot of ups and downs. And I feel like this is coming in really fast to change the direction of the wind. I feel like this is the right person here. Remember when I said before, I'm so glad this card came through. You know, when I said that somebody's just going to call you up, or that's you, and you're like, get ready. We're going on vacation tomorrow. Pack your bags. I booked the ticket. I found a great, like, deal. Let's go. Or we're going on a road trip. Where are you going? I don't know. We're going to figure it out as we go. We'll just say right or left and then pick. Like, I'm kind of getting that kind of spontaneity, beautiful energy. And it's like this girl's just taking this person's hand, and maybe they're like, yeah, I'm coming. Or maybe they're like, I don't know, are you going to jump off that cliff? What is happening? But I feel like somebody's ready to take the plunge with someone else. And I feel like this is a very beautiful energy, because it's fire, it's creation, it's inspiration. You know, it's spirit when it's wands. I feel like this is going to like lift somebody's spirits, maybe change somebody's mood altogether. And if this is something that comes in really fast and you have to make a decision like that, you're going to be fine. You're going to figure it out. Don't get too lost or too wrapped up on if you didn't make enough plans, you don't know exactly what to pack, you'll figure it out. I'm getting kind of a fool energy. You know, if you forget your toothbrush, you'll figure out where to buy one. If you forgot your swimsuit, it looks like where's your first card? If you forgot your swimsuit, it doesn't even look like you care. You just kept your sneakers on anyway. And then you're gonna have to buy a new pair of sneakers, or let these, you know, dry out. And then you have to like spend some time, you know, inside while your sneakers dry out. You can't go out and go to the store. Your sneakers are wet. You're gonna have to stay inside and do something else, work on a project, be with your honey, make some phone calls, relax and sleep, whatever it is. I do feel like somebody is going to have a very beautiful rest after a very exciting day. So I'm also seeing that with that justice energy, that's the right people or person. That I see that, like, you know, back and forth energy of minds. And I feel like maybe it's somebody else going back and forth with someone, maybe you, or this is somewhere else, that really brings a lot of clarity and almost changes the perception or the direction of where someone was looking. And I'm just getting somebody bringing a lot of balance back in because of who they are, because of the wisdom they have, because of their specific viewpoint and how they see something. It could also be that somebody, you know, spent the appropriate time observing a situation before, I don't know, the Page of Swords sometimes is the one that can like cut people off and not even hear the rest of what they say. They just kind of overpower someone. So I feel like there was somebody who was pretty mature and sitting back and waiting till someone was done speaking to really, you know, process that next question or where they wanted to go or how to take that conversation in direction. So I hope that's helpful. All right, let's do one more from, I guess, this one, because I like when I like just kind of reach out and grab a deck. This is the one I grabbed. I don't even know what it is. The cosmic messages. All right, so what is one final cosmic message to be helpful for the collective? Please and thank you. Also, thank you so much for being here, for connecting with me. I feel so blessed to get to connect with all of you. Thank you. And I know I don't always say it, but thank you so much for, you know, liking the videos and leaving comments and all of that stuff. It's just so easy to do, and it really does. I don't know, the whatever the YouTube algorithm thing, I don't get it. I don't get it at all. So whatever that is, I hope it helps it. I think it does. So thank you for doing that. I do appreciate that very much. All right, let's get one more final message for you guys. Yeah, you do. You have such a bright light inside. This is telling you to stop dimming it. Believe in it. Let yourself shine. Let others see you shine. Follow your joy. I don't know why I saw, like, I keep thinking of it, so maybe it has to come through. I think I was scrolling on an app, like the quick, I don't know, it was just like, it was one of a shorts somewhere. And it was like these women who were like, you know, they were like mature in age and had the most fabulous, amazing, expressive outfits on. And like they were talking, they're like, hey, you know, I wake up and I put on everything I want and I look fabulous because every day I get to be here is a blessing. And if I'm walking down the street and even just going to the grocery store, I'm going to put on my, you know, fanciest hat I have and express myself. And like there was one, you know, older woman, she had like awesome orange hair, purple hair. That's going to totally be me. I'm already like that. So I'm getting a little bit of a like beautifully eccentric energy. Like you just don't care. You're going to do what you want. And I feel like that is inspiring to others. So if there's a weird outfit or, you know, hair color you want to have and you never thought you'd do that, what would your mother think? You know, what would your friend think? Do it. Just do it. Why not? What if you love it? So with that, I bid you adieu. I hope this reading was helpful. Thank you so much for being here. And I hope you have a beautiful day, evening, night, whenever it is that you are watching this. And I will see you very soon. I kind of want you to say goodbye to Rose, but she is passed out.